light work. Okay, it's light work. This is easy. On the redo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a redo.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down. Oh,
see, I got nervous. See, that's why I didn't open it.
Hey, it's all good.
That's exactly why I didn't open it.
That's how you know it. She around the industry, bro. Hey, look, she outside. You see the party. You see the party. So you know. All right, man. Look, Level Up Podcast. We are here. Thank y'all for coming back. Everybody's here. We got some friends and family here today. It's your boy B. Got Cooley in the building. And my boy Nick, of course.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, we level up, man. This is a family time. We finna share some ideas, some thoughts, some things we've been through. And really, personally, I want to start with the party. We could go back, but let's go present, then go back. So, let's talk about your party you just had. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
So,
look, happy birthday. But it was right
from the church, boy.
You know,
sing it right, boy. Sing it right, boy.
Happy. For real. But no, it was lit. So, you know, tell us how you feel walking in the room. You know, we was bowling. We had a good time. We was in the corner bowling. Bro. Chicken wings, cheese sticks. It was lit. So
I didn't even know you were there.
And that's how lit it was. They let you know how lit it was.
It was lit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I told my friends, I'm like, this is what I want to do. I either want to be out of town or I want to have a bowling party.
Oh.
They took that, ran with it. I literally didn't have to worry about nothing but what I was wearing that day.
That was a good
So, walked in, it was hella love.
No, for sure. It was in the room.
My family was there, my parents were there, my sister was there, you know, my aunt, my uncle. So, you know, that meant a lot to me, having my cousins there and everybody. And then, you know, just the love from friends and, you know, extended family.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, friends that became family.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
I want to go back and have it again, baby.
Man, look, I'll go again too. Like, take me back again. You know what
y'all got to come to the after party though.
Yeah.
See, Barrosa, it was dumb. It's like they did not stop popping bottles. It was to a point where I was looking like, all right, y'all tripping. Like, y'all tripping in this. So like, we gotta leave. We gotta leave.
Hey, see, yeah, we missed it. We should have definitely extended the play, but you know, we had been out already. And
that was enough. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
take it in.
Yeah, well, we should have hung out.
Right.
It's all right. Next time on the redo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a redo.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down. Oh,
see, I got nervous. See, that's why I didn't open it.
Hey, it's all good.
That's exactly why I didn't open it.
That's how you know it's real.
On camera too, bro.
Hey, it's real.
That's exactly why I didn't. I said.
But you got on black, so it's gonna dry up, my boy. You good?
You know what? It's all good.
We here.
That's how I'm supposed to be. Right. I don't even drink, but let me get
really living like that.
Yeah, that way. Good. Come on, bartender.
All right. Sure you don't want that from my pants?
Nah, shit. Right, cheers, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
What did I say? I said I don't want to open it. I
She literally said that though.
Because I was too scared to open it because shit like that.
Literally said that. That's so funny. Well,
that was a great icebreaker. So tell us about yourself.
Right. I like to pop champagne.
Hey, clearly, for sure. But tell us, like, you know, where you started out in the industries. I mean, you're doing multiple things. Now you got multiple hustles, and we can address them all, whatever you want to talk about. But what was like one of the first things?
It'd be so hard for me to answer this question. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like when I think back.
Okay, well, look back.
I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
But in my adult life, after school and everything, I say I've been in the game for like 13 years. 13 and 14 years. But the first thing I was doing, you know, other than like after school parties and shit, like I used to go crazy after school parties.
So you organized them and all of that?
Listen, my parents had a pool in the backyard.
Oh, you had that house.
So I used to have, you know, we getting out of school at least by 1:32. You know, parents don't come home till 5, 6.
That's enough time.
We good. We having a party.
That is enough time.
Party, right?
Sure.
Pool in the back, we good. But that's how I started getting my name for myself. And I just knew a lot of people. I grew up on the southwest side, but then my family moved to most cities. So, you know, that's how I grew like my name for myself. That's why I always say Southwest made me, most city raised me. Like, that's how I truly feel.
Some people just say that, but that's real what you said.
Right, no, it's real.
No cap on that.
You know, I was in choir and stuff in school. Like, I stopped playing volleyball and shit because I wanted to take music more serious. When I graduated from high school, my family actually, they owned a restaurant. So I worked at the restaurant, and I was able to have more time now. I'm out of school. I'm at the restaurant. I'm not going to college, bro. I do not want to go to school. Like, this is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly then, like, I'm doing what I want to do now. And it's been, you know, steps to it. Like, I started with a gospel group. I wanted to form a gospel group. I was my senior year, I was a personal assistant to a group that was signed to Matthew Knowles at Music World. You know, I worked with James Fortune. I was his personal assistant. So, you know, it was just step after step after step after step. And
right.
Shit.
It's a legend.
Nah, for real. Man,
Yeah.
look. And this is my friend, but I'm still learning stuff. Sitting right here, like, that's dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, let me see, after that, I worked with one of my family members. He wants to do music. Damn, but let me say, I think when I actually started, I ain't gonna lie, me and my cousin, we used to record music.
Okay.
And off my mom's tape recorder that she used for class because she was in school and shit. So we used to record, like, get in the closet and record music and shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm saying? AJ, Jada Juice. He a rapper out here now.
Okay.
Jada, yeah. He hard, you know.
Yeah, okay.
He with that street shit.
We got to tap in, For sure.
Hard.
That sounds familiar, too.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. So, like, but, you know, it's cool to hear that because it's like, then everybody we talk to, like, they got a story that it started somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, people see you, like, now, we talked about this earlier today because this is my real friend again, on the phone, we was talking.
Boy.
Yeah. And just how, like, people see you today and they be like, oh, man, you got a gift or somebody put you on. Like, nah, nigga, I was working. There's so many steps that got you to where you at right now, whatever you're doing. But people see that one moment that, oh, you just got gifted the game. No, there's so many people I have to work with, stuff I know I got underpaid for, but just
something
to learn.
I didn't get paid for.
Man,
No.
cheated out of, not recognized
Right.
for, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just want recognition, ain't all
Right.
about the money. Let's recognize me that I assisted you to get you to where you at right now. And people don't do those simple things, so
You're right.
man, that's just crazy. So
That's why I pay homage to Chill, though.
yeah, Chill is definitely dope.
That's
Chill is
why I
definitely
pay
dope.
homage to Chill
Yeah.
because this is a dude that I went to school with. You know, this is one of my closest friends. And Chill, you know, he kind of was out there before all of us with the music stuff. Like, he really took that shit serious. He just on a different level. I call him an alien. Like, but you know, Chill, he pretty much like showed me the management ropes and shit too. Like, he's a part of that. Like him, Dre Berry, Marcus Claymon, like them three people, like they showed me really how to be a manager, and that's how I tapped into that shit.
Right.
You know, like Chill had me like in New York doing management shit when I was 22, 23. Like I was just really tapping into that shit. So, you know, I pay homage to him. Like he was the first nigga who ever paid me in the industry, any shit like that.
Wow, shout out to Chill for
Shout
sure.
out to Chill.
He got so many dope things he's doing with his DJ Screw project
Yep.
and just giving back. And we did a shoot at his spot, and I just love what he's done and his constant growth in the industry. And he always be like that. I say like that mild mannered guy, but he really is doing
he got
things
a
like
lot to say, but he just be so
just
chill. Yeah,
literally he's chill.
Yeah,
Chill
right.
is chill, but
Right.
he can really be that nigga. Be like, nah, you know who I am. And he's not that person for sure. So after doing that, like, so what kind of catapult you like doing some of the things you're doing now with these other artists that you're working with? Like, did they see your past things you done, or was it just like a
shoot? How did I get with them?
Yeah, like what started that connection?
Man, with Marcus,
which is my cousin.
Marcus,
we family. I thought you didn't know
that's
we family.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
see,
did not know
Jason was my cousin, so yeah, we family.
Did I know that? I feel like I knew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that.
See, the world's so small. Shout out, folks.
I know you.
It's all love. Love you too.
So Marcus shit actually through Chill. So Chill, he was shooting a video for Marcus. This when Marcus was on 106 in Park, and he was going crazy.
Killing it. I remember
so
that.
all of us back at the crib, we looking like, oh yeah, this young
He
nigga out of
gone.
here.
Yeah, he
like
gone.
we older than him, but he out of here. He
Right.
10, 11 years old. So with Marcus, he was shooting a video. Me and his mom, we connected then. I ran into them like maybe, I don't know if it was months or a year later, ran into them again at Chili's. And I was just staring at them like, I know these people, I know them. So when it all clicked, you know, we just chopped it up, and his mom, like, she called me the next day, and she and I, we grew a relationship. That's why I said, like, she's a part of the reason, like, that I am who I am too. You know, she taught me a lot of shit. Like, she was a woman in a male-dominated industry, like, getting it in for her son.
That's tough, for sure.
So she taught me how to, you know, really, like, be strong on these niggas' necks.
Got
Like,
to,
fuck
for
that
sure.
shit, like, don't let up. But that's how I met Marcus. And then with Ken, I saw her on a mutual friend that we had, her Instagram page in 2016. And I was like, nah, you got to connect with this girl. 2 days later, I was meeting with Ken. I'm like, nah. And Ken fired me actually in 2017.
Okay.
But we were still, friends. We were still cool, and said we reconnected in 2019, and I'm back on the management shit with it.
Yeah, but you ain't just manager. I see you on stage. You out there doing, you know what I'm saying, jumping around.
She got me doing the most. The most, bro. She got me doing the most.
I love it though. I love it. And you gotta love people who push us to do things that we not even ourselves maybe comfortable with doing.
Right.
You're like, man, I did that.
Nah. I was comfortable. She was the one that was nervous.
Okay.
Nah, we was both scared.
Yeah.
We were both nervous. But see how that happened was when they did the first Rolling Loud when the pandemic was going on. It was at the beginning of this year in February in Miami. And it wasn't with the crowd. It was with, just like
cameras
the camera. Like, this is us performing. That's the camera right there,
Right. Because the pandemic was real.
Exactly. It was on live. It was online. So we were seeing that people was going up there still, with their dancers, with their DJs.
A whole show, basically.
Yeah, a whole show still. So she like, I can't do this shit by myself. Like, you gotta do it with me.
Oh.
We practiced that morning, that afternoon. I was doing that shit with her.
Wow.
And that's how we
That's cool though, like, cause man, I'd have been nervous. I mean, y'all.
You're never too big to play any role on the team.
That's
like, you really gotta be down.
That's a message.
For whatever you gotta be down for, whatever.
For sure.
That's what brings you out and make you different too.
Facts.
A lot of people can only play one role, so you playing multiple roles. It's like y'all winning.
Yeah.
Like, you really
I'm
winning.
the GOAT. I'm
You know
good.
what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to hire 50 people to
exactly.
do it. 2 people can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like Nip, all money in.
Yeah, exactly.
All money in.
Exactly.
Yeah, that statement mean a lot, and it's like, you connected with so many other people. I saw at your party. Was it Bobby was there? I think Bobby before me.
Yeah, that's my god brother. That's one of my best friends. Like, it's my boy. It's family.
Yeah, and see, and that too, like, that just diversifies your portfolio. You got so many things, and you can understand when you're an entrepreneur. Like, we gonna do anything to get to the money. Like,
anything.
And the relationships be genuine, and when they like that, it shows. You know what I mean? Because he supports you, he ride for you, and I can tell because well, y'all be kicking it like y'all.
Nah, that's my boy. I tell anybody, if you want to find me, if you can't find me, contact him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna know exactly where I am, exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Not too many people can do that, and that's him.
Yeah. And I'm on the publicly thank you because you don't know. I told all my friends, they know, like, you showed me something that froze me. I don't know if you even realize this. So I'm gonna share.
What I do, B?
Okay, so this is my for me because like, so the whole George Floyd situation, arrest, you called me and you was like, "Hey, yo, B, I need something."
Facts.
And I was like, "All right, cool." And we bought a car up there, but then you was like, "Come to the back," went inside.
Yeah.
And for me, I got to be in the room with George Floyd, and that, I ain't gonna lie to you, that froze. I told all my friends, like, see, I didn't even see you that day because there was a lot going on.
I love you. Like, people, you gotta show love where you get love. Like, you supposed to give that to your people who pour into you.
Man.
And you've always like shown me love. Like, you didn't have to be, so that's what I expect, to do for my people too.
That moment, like, that's history. You understand? Yeah. People don't know. People, if you under a rock, but the whole world was reacting to that moment and to
everybody
this person.
Knows
so it's like in that room, I'm like, it felt like time just froze.
Yeah.
I'm standing there like, yo, this man is like a martyr. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he's right here.
That week was crazy. It's like soon as his body came in our care, it was police officers on each end of Highway 6. It's like you couldn't leave that side of town without running into an officer. They were at the end of the freeways, everything. Cause it was like, man, we're like, damn.
Right.
This is really going on. Like, they came to the funeral home and checked security, alarms, all that type of shit. This was big. This was serious.
Man, like, for real. Yeah, like that moment, that's why I had to just thank you. Because I was like, bro, that you can't even pay to be in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were, they mourned from wherever they were in the world. Some people tried to get there, but I was in the room.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sheesh.
I was standing by this man's body, like, it was crazy.
I'm gonna tell my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going in history books.
Facts. Matter of fact, I got some stuff I'm gonna give to you. It's like some little, cars with his name, all that type of shit.
Okay, look at that. Look at
that.
Okay,
it was all types of people at this man's service. We saw soccer moms, we saw older women, older men, kids, middle-aged kids, young adults, like, you know, like ready to see who this person is. Like this dude from Houston changed the world. Changed the world.
Yes.
The circumstances are, you know, very,
for sure.
you know, it's messed up, but you know, this man changed the world.
No, for real. And everybody had to respond to it.
Yeah.
Whether you wanted to or not, like it made you think different, move different, just everything just changed. Mm-hmm. So forever, R.P. George Floyd for sure.
Facts.
Yes, indeed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like, look, you can't pay for that. That's priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless.
Yeah.
It's like one of those you have to just be there.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not know I'm gonna walk into that, so I'm walking in like, all right, yeah, it's cool. Okay,
Yeah,
how y'all doing? Hey man, how y'all doing? Oh,
Nah.
this yeah. Oh, okay. This okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that's how I ain't gonna lie. George Floyd add the extra sauce, you know, when, you know, we telling somebody about the funeral home. They like, okay, what you do? You know, yeah, I do music management. And, you know, my family, we own a funeral home. Mm-hmm. We bury George Floyd. They be like, shit. All right.
Well, shoot, I thought 20 more years, but let me sign
this.
Right now.
It's like almost automatic.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Everybody knows this, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Talk about the moment you finding out like that he was actually coming to y'all.
So, Bobby, who he was talking about, which is my best friend, my god brother, Bobby called me, and he was like, whew, I think they hit me up about George Floyd. You know, us sitting on the phone, we like, damn, like you got it, you know, you got it, you gonna do it because, you know, he's the owner of the funeral home. I'm like, you know, you got it, you know, this is what you're here to do, like this is your moment, you know, it's what you gotta do.
Right.
And I think the next day, I didn't hear from him. And I went up to the funeral home, and everything has changed. Like, it's people coming in trying to meet with him and everything. I don't think I even found out until I was at the funeral home. It's like he told me. We thought, you know, they contacted him about it. But until the next day, that's when everything started changing, and moving faster, Wow. It was a different type of story. Like, news channels were coming in, you know. My nephew, he speaks Spanish. Like, we had him on there translating, like, everything.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
Wow. So was it a lot of pressure that came with that too, though? Not really.
I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of pressure. Like, that's what Bobby is here to do. Like, this is what he's prepared himself for. Like, I've prepared myself for music. He's prepared himself for this moment, you know, to make families happy in the end with a real celebration of life. Like, that's what it's about, you know. So.
That's dope.
Nah, for sure. Like, and that's the thing. When people understand, like, that's something that we all have to face at some point. Regardless if we want to talk about it or not, it's reality. Right. So, you know, prepare yourself, people.
Right, prepare yourself. I mean? Get you a pre-need, okay? Get y'all some pre-needs.
Message.
Get your life in order. Get your life in order.
Get your insurance.
Your insurance. You know, that's...
No fish fries over here. We ain't doing the chicken wings and fish fries.
We're not doing no GoFundMe. No. We're not doing no fish fries, man. We're going to have it already set up.
For real.
Already have it set up, bro. I tell my niggas that's flashing money on Instagram.
Man.
When grandma passed, don't you have grandma no fish fry?
For real.
Use that money.
Yeah. All that flashing. Hope you ain't Kevin.
Be careful. Don't do that.
For real. And now going forward to, like, you know, back to the industry, like, is it somebody that you came across that met, like, on your musical path? You're like, man, I met this person and they were who you thought they was gonna be when you met them, or not so much? That's like a
I ain't gonna lie, I met a lot of people.
Right. And that's why I hit you with it, because I know you come across a lot of different people.
I met a lot of people. That's a hard one, B.
See, like, for me, I'm gonna say that because, you know, I be running with H-Time from time to time, and then, like, I was on the road with them, and one time we met Genuine. I met Genuine, and I was like, this ain't finna be all whatever. But he was like, what's on, bro? I'm like, you know, I think his voice gonna be like, my Cooley. And he wasn't know that. He was also like, what up, G?
What up, G?
I'm like,
what's good, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Good, nigga, you know. Right. Okay, the nigga thought you were. You said, my pony, you got that boy, like, what up? You know what I'm saying?
He came in hard.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, it wasn't a bad thing, per se. I just kind of just, I'm thinking this nigga soft. Yeah. Nigga, well, you know, this nigga was like that.
This nigga soft.
We on the same wave. On the same wave.
He come in with the wave.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got the perm to the side. Right. You know, don't get it twisted. Nigga talking about, you know, going to the bar, kicking it. So, yeah, but anybody like that you met, it kind of just, you know, the image, I can say the image wasn't, you know, not down talking about it, just, you know, like, yo, you really cool in real life. I thought you might have been like a jerk or something like that. Because I get that a lot. Right. Like, I thought you was going to be arrogant or, like, I'm chill.
I know I'm a jerk now. I'm a jerk, guys. I'm cool, but I'm a jerk.
Right. Hey, know our places.
Man, I done met so many people. Shit, just ran like, you know what? 2 Chainz.
Okay.
2 Chainz.
Okay.
2 Chainz. We absolutely love 2 Chainz.
Okay.
Team Ken. When we met 2 Chainz, you know, of course, this nigga rich. This nigga got money.
Right.
Like, this is a different type of, you know, dude in the industry. But he brought Ken when they did the, what is it? The Legends Tour? Is that what it was called?
I remember that.
With Jeezy, all of them.
Yeah.
So when they just came to Houston recently, a few months ago, he brought Ken out on stage to perform. So, you know, when we met him, he came in and passed me the blunt. It's like, that's our thing now. Like, 2 Chainz, this rich man, like, he fuck with us in a total different way. Like, you know, it's like we sitting at the table with a man, you know, that looks just like us. You know, they come from the same shit that some of us come from.
Exactly.
So, you know, he was just different. Like, he's humble. Like, he a humble rich nigga. Like, 2 Chainz is the truth. I encourage anybody, like, if you shake hands with him, like, you shaking hands with like a king. Like, for real.
That's real.
2 Chainz the truth.
That's dope. You don't hear that a lot.
Yeah. We love 2 Chainz. We love Chainz. He just, matter of fact, y'all go stream Rose Gold Stripper Pole remix.
Okay.
2 Chainz is definitely on the remix.
Okay, turn it up.
So, you know, that's how real he is.
Okay. Shout out 2 Chainz then.
Yeah.
2 Chainz. Titty boy.
Titty boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Boy.
He used my car in one of his videos a long time ago.
Titty boy.
Yeah,
See,
Titty boy.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
I was like, you want my car? Okay, cool.
He the truth. The love.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Every time I see him, he pass me a blunt. That be hating.
Okay. Big difference. You got a napkin just in case you good? Yeah. Had to be on the table. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's cool. I gotta drive.
Big.
I gotta drive.
Call me a Uber. A Uber. For real. You got the bubbles. Tick up my face. Cheers, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For real. Alright, we back. We getting bubbles together.
Yeah, we getting bubbles and champagne together.
And he done dried off now, so he
I
good.
done dried off good. Now I'm back in the game.
Yeah. Level up, y'all. Come on out. You know what it is. For sure. Man, what was we at? We was talking about
everything.
Yeah, for real, everything. Talked about change.
I want to know some of your, like, I want to know the differences and struggles and things like that when it comes to management and like advice you can give to managers and stuff like that. I manage artists as well. So I want to know like some of the things you go through or some of the things you fight when it comes to managing artists and things like that from beginning to now.
Nah, it's consistency and like believing. Really like believing it before you already see that shit. You know, like nothing. I believe everybody needs a team, and I think that my biggest thing with the consistency is it's gonna be up and down.
Right.
I heard one of my homeboys, Womack, that's a producer in LA, you know, he was like, shit, one day Nicki Minaj called me. I thought I was out of here. Shit, next day I was still sitting at the house. Shit like that will happen. You will feel like, bro, this is the moment. This is the moment. This is the big break. Right. You know, and it's not. You can't give up. Like, you got to continue going. Like, you got to continue fighting for your artist. You know, sometimes it's not always about the manager. You know, it's about the artist too. Like, you got to have an artist that's really hungry. Like, you got to find your thing, your artist. You got to find something that you really believe in and that believes in themselves enough to get up and push the manager too. You know, so I think that's been my thing. Like, I found my artists where I'm appreciated, you know, where I appreciate them, where we treat each other like family, you know, but when it's business, it's time to get down to business and shit. So, you know, communication, believing, and consistency.
Yeah.
That's your shit.
Hey, that's a word right there, for real, for real.
Right. Especially with the consistency part and just having hungry artists. It's like sometimes that's hard to find. A lot of artists get complacent once one thing happen or things like that. Like and then we got like the egos and the social media presence and all that. It's
you gotta leave all that ego shit out the door.
Right.
Nobody is smarter than anybody in the room. You know, like, you gotta be ready to be a team and be creative and shit. That ego shit stay out the door. That's why feeling appreciated with your team is real. Like, that shit is serious. That's why I was saying no position is bigger than the other one. Like, we all doing the same shit around this motherfucker, you know, but we not gonna step on each other's toes at the same time.
Right.
You know?
Man, that's respect. You know, a lot of people, like you said, like, they just feel like, and we mix that also, they get to a certain point, I ain't gotta do this no more.
Yeah.
I don't have to stop. Like, even with me, you know, my daily thing, I still pick up parts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go pick up a car, you know what I mean? I ain't afraid to do none of that.
Facts.
So, because once you get to that point where you feel like you're better, that's when they're gonna start falling apart.
Absolutely.
So, you gotta be consistent from being the chef to the janitor, man, taking out the trash. So, for real.
And it's okay, I think, too, like, to be like, bro, I can't do this sometimes, you know, because people set a certain expectation on you, but you have to be honest with yourself and with them, you know, too. Be like, bro, I can't achieve that one. Like, maybe you got to get that one to somebody else. Or, you know, or I need a little bit of help. What should I say here? You know, when you talking to people and shit. Like,
for sure.
You know, I got a good team behind me and behind the artists to where, you know, we can be like, bro, I don't know how to respond to this one. You know, like, handle that shit. Like, nah.
And it's power. The people understand this power in saying, A, I need help.
Yeah.
Or B, like, you know what, sometimes even saying no, we can't do this. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because people overextend themselves and something can just, a relationship or situation can go out all bad. But if communication could have just came across, you had to even get to that point.
You have to get to that point.
But people being so prideful and they want to be like, I ain't the man. I can't do everything. I know that for a fact. I'm going to say that. I cannot. Because without the people that's in this room, outside this room, I can't do the half things I do right now. It's impossible. So
I get tired. Like,
for real, we going to bed now.
I'm going to bed.
We going to bed.
I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, sometimes I'm just not there with it, and you gotta trust yourself. Cause every time I say I'm just not there with it, some shit happen. I'll be like, see, I knew I
knew it. Like,
I fucking should have stayed in the house.
Just on instincts, like, you know, sometimes your gut tell you, like, man, this ain't the mood tonight, or I ain't gotta go to this party, I ain't gotta pull up at this event, or I love you, but I can't make it.
Do it.
But I send my best though. I wish I could be there. Maybe next
People
time.
People gotta believe you, like, bro, I just can't do it tonight.
For real.
So how do you balance like life too with, you know, being in the music industry and management, stuff like that? Cause you gotta be on the road a lot, things like that.
We've been on the road a lot.
Yeah. I know y'all been on the road a lot.
For sure.
Y'all got a lot going on right now, so
man, I don't balance it.
Right.
Every day I'm figuring it out. Shit, every day I just wait till a moment like this and be like, all right, I can rest now. Like for 3 weeks, we're not doing shit. We're not on the road. So, you know, this is my time to, you know, rest. But in between time, you know, I get naps and shit. You know, I'm asleep for sure. I'm not going to rip me from my sleep. If you want me to be productive, you better let me smoke my weed. You better let me sleep around that.
Mandatory requirements.
Mandatory requirements. To smoke and I need to sleep.
Right.
So, you know, we good with that shit. I'm going to maintain. I'm good.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mandatory requirements. Y'all remember those, right?
Smoke, sleep.
Need a nap in the green. That's all.
Nap in the green. Shit.
No food requests?
Food for sure. You know. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody got to eat.
For sure.
Everybody got to eat. So we don't get food.
Yeah. On being on tours, has it been a city that you've been to that you didn't expect to be like as lit as it was? Like, damn, I've never been here before, but I didn't know y'all was even getting down like this.
North Carolina?
I just came back from
North Carolina?
Yo, it's lit out there, right?
It's black them motherfuckers lit.
I had no idea.
Super black.
Man,
super black.
Blackity black.
I've been there before, so I already know what's
I didn't know. It's blackity black.
It was black.
It's blackity black.
It's lit. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that. I've been to Minnesota. I didn't know Minnesota was black. Like that, I didn't know that shit either. So
what part of Minnesota? Do you remember what part it was?
Hell no.
was it where Prince was at?
No, it was some black people there.
Some me guys was there.
Right. Shit.
That's cool.
No, for real.
Yeah, but I was impressed with Carolina too, because I was out there like, man, I didn't know we was out here. I thought it was gonna be just like open country, and we was out there like ready to step too. I said, oh, okay, this is what the baby was talking about.
Yeah.
It's real out here. Yeah, capping. The Carolinas is active.
Like, we saw the niggas with the chains coming in. We like, okay. Yeah. This what the hood niggas at. The hood niggas at.
I guess, you know, in hindsight, it makes sense. You know, they're not too far from Atlanta and all that. But, but when you think about it, you just don't be thinking about the Carolinas per se. But now you got people like 2C, the baby that's coming out, and they bringing away. They're like, nah, nigga, we out here.
Yeah, y'all ever been to Virginia?
I never been to Virginia.
Virginia black too. That was another place I went to. I'm like, oh y'all lit out here.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all lit in the VA.
See, I had to go there too. Okay.
Yeah, true.
I guess that goes with the markets and stuff, because you know how we got here. Like, Texas is so big, so you can stay in Texas and go to Dallas and San Antonio.
Exactly.
But like when it comes to Atlanta and stuff like that, like they gotta go to the Carolinas and
Tennessee and shit.
all that. Yeah, that's their market. Like, that's
and Alabama gotta go to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Alabama
for sure.
It's right there.
It's
right there.
So, yeah.
Okay. You have to put that on my list to go out there. Okay.
Yeah,
that's right. Put that on the list.
Yeah, we on the road. We gonna meet up with you. I
got some connects out there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure.
So I know, like, in this music, like when you start moving up and doing more things and traveling like you are, you start getting interested in more things when it comes to being in the music. So it's like anything else you've been like planning on doing as far as the music industry?
Yeah, for sure. Like I want to run a full A&R company, like a label. Except I'm going to get the bag for you. I ain't giving you the bag. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it together.
Right.
So you know, that's what I'm looking forward to doing. Like I've been preparing for that, like a full A&R company, a company full of independent A&Rs out here hustling, goddamn, getting it in for
like
somebody. A street team, exactly. Front
sure.
runners, goddamn, who believe, you know, in the artist, and they going to find a bag for them, whether that's a independent, you know, situation, whether it's a minor label, major label, you know, whatever it is, you know, they going to put them on that platform. All I needed was a plan, what they say on TikTok. I got the plan, all I needed was a platform.
I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, that's hard.
Yeah. Okay. But that's important, you know, like even back in the day, like when Houston artists used to be on, like we used to run laps around this Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and just be in that bracket right there.
It was a Dixie line. Yeah, that's what I learned coming
Exactly. I remember that. So, you know, to bring the energy back, man, you can really go some amazing places with that, for real. And we want to be a part of that. So then we got going on.
I need all of it.
Hey, we there. There's a backup now and active for sure. So you got a break. Was it a 3-week break for now?
Yeah, man. We on a break. We were supposed to be going to LA, but she canceled due to like COVID and shit. You know, she just feel like it's selfish. You know, with like people that's really getting fucked up from COVID and shit. Like, I'm not gonna like influence this shit. Like, so you know, we chilling right now. You know, I think we're gonna be chilling for a minute.
Yeah. I hope they don't lock us down again. Well, I'm like 50-50.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm 50-50.
We to sleep.
Right,
I need it.
Yeah. Man, shoot. It's just crazy because it's like, you know, in my mind, this is my belief. Because even like, they teased me because they thought I had, when you got COVID, like, nah, I literally slept with the fan on one night. Yeah. And then, but you know, you can't even have like the sniffles now. Because now you got the sniffles on. You got COVID, like, nigga, no.
Yeah. You know, I just got a little cold.
Right. It ain't that. But see, that's my thing. I be wondering that some of the stuff that's in the media, is it kind of like labeling everything COVID just because?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Like,
right. I think it's a money grab.
Yeah, everything is COVID.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many people that had the flu and they said it was COVID.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. A little cold and this is COVID. Yeah. Like, damn, bro. Yeah. I can't just get sick after the summer.
That's what I'm saying.
Like everybody got a cold from summer to winter. Like,
right.
And in Houston, you already know it could be 60.
The food
Listen, crazy out here, and our weather changes so much in one day. Forget a week. We talking about.
Yeah, they said we about to get a cold front.
So, so I'm saying that's retarded. On Christmas Day, I had hooping shorts on.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? On Christmas Day,
80 degrees.
Yeah. So
80 degrees today.
I don't know. It's just I just be wondering, like, you know, for artists and doing stuff like that, because you know so much money is generated from them being on the
shows.
road. And I hate to see anybody's income stop. Right. Like in my mind, I think something should be in place to protect them too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, only so much is done through streaming platforms who get just a small percentage to the actual talent versus actual the show. So, Joe, when you re-up and drop the money, you have to drop something for these artists too. Yeah. They need their own.
I'm an artist, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? Me too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah, for real. I'm trying to keep these rappers out your backyard. They rap and trap now. Don't want them to start trapping again. Trust me, Joe. So yeah, it got to be something in place to protect. Because you know that's not cool. Because we sat down for like literally almost I'm saying a year.
Yeah.
And so much was lost and changed, and some people created business, but a lot of people they lost.
A lot of people lost. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people lost. I was grateful and thankful to, you know, be able to gain during that time, but I watched a lot of people around me lose during that time too.
I said the same thing. Like I never celebrated doing it, but in my mind we got so busy because people had time now. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I never wanted to be a person like, man, it's the pandemic. Because to me, I just feel like that was so selfish to say. Because, you know, like you said, you know, family and loved ones that are losing jobs, houses, whatever. And life, of course.
Facts.
And who am I to be like, oh yeah, man, we up now? Like, it just, it was hard to do that, but dang.
You gotta celebrate yourself though.
Yeah, but you know, it's just I try not to ever be that person because you know some people take that as bragging, and it's hard to separate that, especially in our social media era that we in now. You say something to try to motivate somebody, and somebody gonna swear, "Oh, you capping now."
Oh, you capping? It's like, nah,
that's not what that was for. Like, you went over your head.
And matter of fact, it was for me. It wasn't even for you.
Right, I just shared it with you because you was here watching, but it really wasn't even for you.
Facts.
So I mean, let's push motivation, y'all. We ain't capping. Trying to motivate y'all.
Real motivation.
You know what I'm saying? So shoot.
So I know you said that the A&R business, that was one major goal. We're gonna make that major goal for 2022. But what's some of your goals that you got for the new year coming in?
My artist is going #1. Hey. Like, y'all was at the party. I heard
it. I said claim it.
My artist is going #1.
Yeah.
Like, then you know, Marcus, Ken, like. They going straight to the top with it. Like, that's my goal, you know. Yeah. They win, I win. We all win.
Exactly.
That's how that shit go. It's a girl out in Philly, Kay Amira. Like, I want to really get behind her and introduce her to the world. Like, she dope. She sing, young chick, dope than a motherfucker.
Okay.
Like, man.
So what to tell you? What you got to do to get it up? Like,
you know, hard work shit. Stand behind it. You know, believing in it. Like her and her mom, they go federal out there. And I got a thing for like mothers and their kids. Like that's how I got introduced to Marcus and his mom.
Right.
So you know, it's just the work that you put in behind it. You know, getting the people to feel her as much as you know me and her mom feel her and shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you, like, we would love to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Just like if it come down to flying out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just connect.
Oh, yeah, I know you ready to.
Hey, look, give me an excuse. Get a Philly cheesesteak in here, orders too. Like, yo, it's up.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to have to, like, show y'all after this.
For sure. And that's the thing now, you know, like, everybody's looking for, to me, the industry start converting to sounding so alike. Yeah. Everybody had the same thing. They was chasing this same sound. So when you hear artists that's different, like, ooh, that stand out. Because I'm not trying to be like whoever. I'm trying to be whoever I am and let my art, you know, separate me from the rest of the pack.
Yeah.
So what did she have that stood out to you that made you like,
away from the music is spoken for. Like, she's a great artist.
Okay.
You know, but her passion behind it, I feel like she can be bigger than the artist. You know, she can go into acting and all this type of shit, you know. That's what stands out to me. Like, her passion, her energy, like, she's just a great person.
Nice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Great person.
Yeah. And that's dope, like, for you to see that in that person, because now the magic is them seeing it in themselves too.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. She definitely sees it.
Okay, well, good. If she sees it, then you up.
See the shit.
Right. That's it. Hey, that's all that matters. And you got a gold mind, baby.
Yeah.
You got to
go. They got to see it themselves.
Man, because we done been there all working with people that, like, dang, bro, like, I see this in you. Yeah. And how you don't see this for yourself? Like, you could be doing A, B, C, D, and you stuck on A.
Man.
Like, A is not gonna get you to the money. A is just a look. But B, C, D, what people don't even see, that's where the money is. Right, that's crazy.
What
like,
people don't see, bro. It's like, that's where the money is, but they gotta believe in themselves. You can only tell them so much. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you too much. I'm not gonna sit here and convince you too much. Either. Like, you gotta see it yourself, bro.
Exactly. And the people ain't learn from nobody like somebody simple as Shaq. Like, you know, he made a bunch of money on the court. But look what he's doing in his after league life. This man got so many investments.
I think I saw a post the other day. They like, man, who doing more, Snoop or Shaq?
Snoop too is another one.
Snoop is another one.
That's another one. He in his bag. Like his records. I mean, he's a legend musically. Nobody can take that from him. But what he doing outside of music? Yo, Martha Stewart.
That's a different type of shit.
This man went from trials, fighting for his life for a murder case. So I'm on the TV with Martha Stewart. It don't get more clear than that.
Like, Martha got her stripes.
Yeah, she did earn them. She did.
Got her stripes.
She earned them.
For sure. And I like what he doing with Def Jam now too.
Yeah.
He doing some major things.
Oh, really? I didn't even know the Def Jam deal.
Yeah, I think he's like the president or something like that.
Yeah, he over there doing some work over there.
Yeah, he's doing some work over there.
Snoop.
So he gonna get behind a lot of artists, especially from his side, and just going forward.
Wow. Hey, salute to Snoop. Just for adapting. That's another thing. People gotta adapt to the times. Yeah. You get lost in in the wave. If you ain't changing up with the times, you just stuck in that mode.
You gotta change with time.
For sure.
That's what Puff. Y'all know I love Puff.
For sure.
Puff keep a lot of young people on his team. Like, he gotta know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
If Puff didn't have no young people on the team, he wouldn't know who Puff Carisha is. He wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to move with time. Respect the time that's changing. That don't mean lose your position.
Right.
It just mean bring some people on,
that's
gonna help you continue to keep your position.
Exactly. And that's why, like now the world we in is, let's be honest, it's social media. Yeah. So even if you don't get down with it, you gotta be aware of what's going on.
Right.
That's why I be so hard on everybody around me. Like, I don't care what you don't like about it. You gotta do it. Because if you don't, niggas don't think you don't exist. Like, literally. Like, I ain't saying you gotta live on that bad boy, but drop something for the people to see and just do something else. I don't care if you do something for the rest of the day, but let them see, like, I'm active out here. It's the way we live in now. If they don't see you, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Right.
You was where? Okay, that sounds cute. What picture?
Yeah, what a picture. We want to see it.
Yeah.
Or you ain't gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
The majority of everything that's going on in the world is on social media.
On social media.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Well, shout out to social medias. Where can we find you? Where can we, keep up with you?
It's some cool shit.
It's cool. Yeah.
On Instagram at Cooley Knows Best, Twitter at Cooley Knows Best. I don't tweet that much. You know what I'm saying? But I fucks with Twitter. I like to read all the shit they put on there.
I'm a scroller.
I'm trying to, get my TikTok up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck with me on TikTok. At Cooley, COOLEYKB. Cooley Knows Best.
For sure. Hey, for sure. Yeah, and we just glad that she came by because, again, this is friends and family. And she's leveling up, and definitely Level Up Podcast is here. Boy B, Nick, signing out. What you got? Anything to shout out?
We out.
We drunk.
Appreciate that.